was just thinking about something, and it's triggers, like triggers. And I recently realized a trigger that I have that, like, it was a memory that I suppressed of a time when I had got hurt, like someone had hurt me. I have all kind of stories, but I don't want to say what the person did because it's very hard for me. But I realized I have a trigger, and I realized it a couple of weeks ago. So, like, and it got to do with attractiveness. So, I hope I can explain this well. I don't know. So, I guess it can be, when I was younger, something bad happened to me. And the person that had did it, he was way older than me. Like, I was like 15. This person was like in their 30s. But every time I would see him, I would blush. And like, he would just talk to me, and he'd be like, "Hey, pretty girl." And like, back then, didn't too many people call me pretty. So every time I would see him, I would blush. And because he was so attractive. Like, then I didn't realize it, but he was so freaking attractive. And I think I was about 14 or 15. And he had asked me, he was like, "Hey, my baby mama got 2 jobs now, and I need somebody to watch my kids. And since it's summertime, he asked me to watch his little G." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And so I would watch his child. And so, but I only would see him when it was time to pay me for his child, so his child can, for babysitting. I'm sorry, I just kind of had a panic attack a little. But anyway. And I remember every time he would come, he would like, "You so cute," And it never occurred to me. Well, it did occur to me, but I used to be like, no. And he'll like touch me, he'll touch my hair, because I used to wear my hair in an afro back then. He'll touch my hair. And I used to dress like the Spice Girls. He'd be like, "I like your thick shoe." He would just always give me compliments. And one day, our lights had got cut off, right? And I was like trying to call him, but he had ended up coming. I was like, "Hey," because I knew he was coming to pay me that day. I didn't have to babysit, but I knew he was coming to pay me that day. So I was trying to call him and let him know that I didn't know when the light was going to get cut back on, because I was staying with a family member. I wasn't, but at that point, me and my brother was kind of moving from family member house to family members, and I was doing all kind of stuff for extra money, and I worked but this was right before I used to work at a restaurant, but this was I was only 15, so you can only get so many hours. So when I didn't work, I would babysit. And this particular day, he was like, I was like, "Hey, I can't keep your kid, because I don't know if the lights gonna get cut back on next week." So I was just, anyway. So he was like, "How much will I be?" I said, "I think it's like $250. And he just all of a sudden says, and remember, this is not my house, it's a family member house. And he all of a sudden says, "Hey, I can get you the money." I was like, "What, you want to pay me early?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, because I can give it to her. I mean, I be giving her money." And at the time, I was giving her money to live with her, so I didn't understand why the lights were cut off, but that's a whole nother. And then I remember he was like, "Hey, I can give you the money," like that. And I was like, "You want to give it to me, early or whatnot?" And he was like, "No, I just need you to do something for me. And I was like, do something for you? Like, well, what you need? Like that. Like, I kind of knew what he was saying because I done been through this before. But he was just so nice to me. In my mind, I was like, please don't let, because like, I look very grown-up-ish at a very young age. So a lot of older men used to try me even when I told them my age. But I was just like, in my mind, I think I was kind of like, please don't let this be what I think it's gonna be. And he goes to like rub, and I was just like, because now I'm uncomfortable. But I mean, I've been here. Like, I've been here time and time again. Like, I'm gonna be honest. By that time, my faith in men, women, was so low. Like, I didn't think it was no good in anybody other than my brother and my best friend. And so he kind of like pushed himself in the house, and I was like, wait, like, what you doing? He was like, I'm trying to give you the money so you can get the lights cut back on. And so I'm trying to push him off of me, and I was like, just, wait, and by this time, like, I'm saying wait, and I'm gonna be honest, by this time, I'm so over men, because I already know what's about to happen. And I just kind of let it happen. I just, like, he kind of like pushed me down, and I just kind of let it happen. I just let it happen. I just laid there like a log and just let it happen. And that wasn't the first time. That didn't happen multiple times. I literally just remember. And you guys, he was so attractive. He was so attractive. And I remember just staring at him. Like, just looking at him. Like, I felt dead. Like, I felt really dead. And I remember when he got done, because while he was doing what he was doing, he had took the money and he kind of like put it in my shirt and like pushed me down and did whatever he did. And when he did it, and I was just laying there, I was just so, I don't know, it was kind of like I wasn't there, but I was there. So he gets up and he starts to fix his clothes, and he said, get up, come on, let's unlock the door. So I just lay there, and he's like, hey, he kicked me. He get up and lock the floor, and when he up, I realized my leg was wet. Like, my leg was wet. And I'm like, I looked down, and I was just like, what the fuck? And I realized that it was urine. Like, I realized it was urine. And I felt like I just wanted to fucking leave. I never ever in my life wanted to unalive myself, but at that time I wanted to go to glory. Like, that's what I wanted, because I felt so low. So he kicks me again and he says, get up. So I get up and I walk to the door. And as I'm going to the door, like, my shirt is kind of like my dress now. It's like it was pulled away. He snatches the money out and he count off what he owed me, and he takes the rest of the money and he say, you weren't even worth it. And he just walks off. And I had never seen him again. And I realized for years, I put it in the back of my head, and I never brought it up until I had a dream, and I told my husband. I remember him getting so mad. But all I can remember how attractive this guy was, and I knew if I was to tell anyone, everybody would call me a lie. Because, you know, back then I was considered the ugly girl. To this day, now I am not attracted to ugly men, but extremely attractive men are very ugly to me. And I just realized the reason why, because of that monster of a man. So like when girls see guys and they be like, girl, look at this motherfucker, he's so fine, he's so attractive, I acknowledge it. I be like, yeah, he's attractive, but it does nothing. Like really extremely attractive men does nothing for me. Like when I look at them, I be like, and what's crazy, I do a lot of men hair and they are attractive. They will try to come on to me, and I call all my clients Mr. I say Mr. Derek or Mr. Because I say this because I want them to know, like, it's not that type of party. I'm not, like, I only have eyes for my husband. And when I don't come for, like, when I don't, it's like, they be like, what the fuck? Like, some guys would be negative, like, he ain't even all that anyway, or something like that. Like, nigga, I'm doing you a favor. Like, they would say stuff like that to me over the years. I don't tell my husband this because he cuckoo. But I realized when I don't, like feed into the narrative of them being all that, they treat me bad. Like a lot of them, you know, I got one who's so freaking handsome. If you throw him in, I have one client that is so handsome, if you throw him in the air, he will turn to sunshine. He is the sweetest guy I have ever met. And I truly think that he is kind of over his looks, because like he be like his personality and the way that he looks is so different. Like, he doesn't, to me, he's so handsome, he does not look real, but he's one of the sweetest people I have ever met. And I be like when my female clients would see him and they be like, bitch, you do his hair, have you ever? I said, why would I try to talk to him? And I said, secondly, he not like that. Like, he not like that. And third, like, I was like, he does nothing for me. But I realized the reason he does nothing for me, because really attractive guys is a trigger for me. Like, it's a trigger. Like, when I see them, I think they scare me. I think because of what happened to me, I think attractive men, like, really, like, I don't like unattractive men. My husband looks a little scary. Like, he is very handsome, but he looks very intimidating. So I like men that look like my dream guy is Michael Clark Duncan. God, may he rest in peace. But I think that he is such a dreamboat. I like men that look aggressive. Like, I like men that when I sit with them, I feel very protected. Like, anybody that's in my circle, I can protect myself, but I cannot be with a man that just won't ride for me or like protect me. I truly, I don't know, just really attractive men scares the fuck out of me. Like, because they're so attractive, they get passes, and if you say, oh, he hurt me, or he did something to me. Like, I remember the first time I told that story, I couldn't even get the urine part out. Like, I kept saying, like, and I could not get it out. I'm happy that I'm in a mental space where I can say it out loud. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Really a trigger for me. And sometimes they be so shocked when they try to talk to me. Sometimes they be so shocked that I be so like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even I can honestly tell that they are really not into me. I can tell that they more of like, I know this bitch ain't turning me down. Hold up. You know, I don't know why it was on my heart. I just got out of church And I don't know why it was on my heart to purge that out. I hope my family don't see this and freak out, but I don't know why I told this story, but okay, I don't know why my phone just went dark. You guys, I love you. I don't know if this story helped someone. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know even if I don't even know if I'm gonna post this story. I don't know if it'll help someone. I got makeup all on my earring. I don't know if it helps someone or not, but that's my story time of the day. I just feel blah today, and I just thought I would say that. If ain't nobody told you guys that they love you, I love you. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. Okay?